Do you suffer from anxiety or depression and you've started looking out there going, what can I do? My meds aren't working anymore. I'm not sure what's going to help me. And the family is all kind of afraid, saying, we've seen you without your meds. Hi, I'm Debbie Nelson. I work with Alternative to Med Center, and I'm glad that you've joined on to this crusade and you're part of our email campaigns that go out there. Below, when we send out these emails, we're all about trying to educate the world on what integrative psychiatry is and what this movement is all about. When we started 13 years ago, there were very few people that were in this field, and now there's a growing epidemic and awareness that so many people aren't getting well. And they're asking, why can't I get well? So an integrative approach does not mean that we negate medicine. Quite the contrary. There are times medicine is very necessary. But what the world needs to start doing is looking at integrative approaches as to what root issues are going on so that a person doesn't have to stay long-term on medication. Let's face it, if you're faced with constant depression or anxiety, have you ever wondered what's driving it? Or did you just honestly feel that you're defective? So, with Americans out there more than ever, and actually the world, starting to make correlations with their diet, with what they're doing, their lifestyle, Alternative to Meds has become this huge mecca for individuals realizing that they're not alone. We have this amazing treatment center where we only see 16 people at a time. We have over 65 employees. Using this integrative approach, we have an integrative psychiatrist, a naturopathic doctor, and a therapist that works as a team to be able to help you with your mental health issues. How do we treat? So this is one of my pet peeves when I find out when people say that they have looked into various programs that are holistic. Just because someone has yoga doesn't mean they're integrative. It may mean that they brought on something, but are they giving you root issues and solutions? At Alternative to Meds, we do testing. We do a gut-brain health diet. Below, again, there's links that give you credibility about the science that our gut is our second brain. So guess what? If your gut is not healthy, your brain's not going to be healthy. Plus, there's a link below that will show you medications that are hindering, along with environmental toxins that are making it so that our gut cannot produce the necessary serotonin and dopamine, thus the epidemic surges of depression and mental health. The next step is people will say, well, then how am I going to deal with it? Well, Orthomolecular is a science that was brought on by Dr. Abraham Hoffer. You can look him up, and there's links below also. He won a Nobel Peace Prize for his work on schizophrenia. Now, you may not suffer from schizophrenia, but you can understand the magnitude of someone with mental health issues that either is bipolar, has dealt with psychosis. What Dr. Hoffer discovered was when he gave therapeutic doses of certain nutrients, it made it so individuals not only went back to their life, but got better. So, jumping this up to 2020, Orthomolecular now has forms of testing that we're able to give very tailored doses to be able to help individuals to kind of do a Biochemistry Bootcamp. What do we need to do to help support the body so that you have optimum results if your desire is to come off of medication? The next step is environmental medicine. Again, this epidemic that we're having around us, whether or not we've slathered ourselves, I was guilty of this, with perfumes, with toxic chemicals that we cleaned our homes with, down to the pesticides that we've eaten for years. What we realize now is that those are also neurotoxins. They're also gut toxins. When we ingest those, it makes it so our body no longer can produce the necessary serotonin and dopamine. And again, you starve your brain, you're not going to be healthy. So what do we do at Alternative to Meds? We do environmental medicine. First off, we test you for a lot of different neurotoxins. But beyond that, we do detox protocols at a med spa 5 days a week to be able to help you clean house so that all these other things will help you. Then, more than anything, we have a phenomenal therapeutic approach because most everybody has experienced some form or another of trauma that kicked off why we all started to need help in the first place. Our therapists are both trained in traditional forms of therapy and untraditional forms. What we do at Alternative to Meds is allow it to be a very personalized program as to what resonates with you. So whether or not it's mental health, whether or not it's addiction, let's face it, they're very much combined. We are a highly unique program that has been taking the world by storm with our integrative, holistic, therapeutic approaches. And anytime you have a question, there's links below. You're welcome to give us a call on the 800 line. I'd love to talk to you. Again, I'm Debbie Nelson, and if there's anything that we can help you with, give us the jingle.